Hey there, it's Michael Carter here. Thanks for joining me. We're going to look at don't ignore website details that cost you money. Now, this is really important. These are some great tips. Now, regardless of what type of business you're in, as a business owner, you need to keep track of your business in order to know if it's actually successful or not. Now, today in the digital era, it is really important to keep track of how your website is doing as well as the other aspects of your business. Now, if you don't monitor the progress of your website, your business could fail without you ever seeing it coming. Now, here are the top 10 things that you should be monitoring on your own website. So the first one is traffic totals. Now, probably the most important thing to know about your website is, how much traffic you're actually getting. Now, there are plenty of ways to monitor the traffic that is coming to your website, usually starting with your website hosting account. Now, if yours does not supply you with the needed information, you could also sign up for Google Analytics for your website. This is a great addition anyways to use. And this is a free analytic tool suite that actually comes from Google and is very easy to set up, very easy to read, and really, really powerful. Okay, number 2 is referring pages. Now, along with keeping track of the overall number of visitors that your website's getting, it's equally important to know if your visitors are actually linking in your site from, to anywhere specific. So your analytical tools should all tell you where your inbound traffic is coming from and when it comes from another site. Now, you might find that one of your articles is getting a lot of traffic, only to find out that another blogger has linked to it in one of their posts. Now, if this happens, make sure to beef up the page and take advantage of the incoming traffic. The next one, number 3, monthly searches. Now, when you're reviewing statistics, in order to find the actual pages that are getting the most traffic, you might find that you're getting traffic for search terms that you find unexpected. Now, it is important to keep track of the relevant search terms so that you'll actually know that you need to further optimize your pages to get additional traffic. Now, in some cases, you'll end up being found for terms that you actually never even imagined or never even thought you could rank for. So the fourth one, page views per visitor. Now, when a visitor lands on your site, you really want them to stick around and explore the site, and that's how you actually make money. Now, while reviewing your statistics, check to see how many pages each visitor is viewing before they bounce off. Now, if they're only sticking around for a few seconds before they bounce out, you need to do some work to make them curious enough and interested enough to actually look around in your site. That's really, really important, to keep your bounce rates really low. So the fifth one, pages getting visited. Now, some webmasters will find that they have certain pages getting visited more often than others, and that's normal. Now, this could mean that someone externally is linking to it, or that page is found by searches more often. Now, when you can identify a page that is getting a lot of extra traffic, you want to optimize it and take advantage of that extra traffic. So the sixth one, Optin Forms functioning. Okay, besides keeping track of all the pages and statistics, it's important to know that the forms that you have set up on your lead capture pages are functioning as well. This is so important. Now, depending on the service that you use to collect your subscribers' details, they might offer a website monitoring service to keep tabs on the forms for you. Now, you should check to see if the service is actually offered. Otherwise, you need to keep track of them yourself. Guys, again, this is very important. Number 7, shopping cart functionality. Okay, having a shopping cart on your site that doesn't work well or isn't fast can really cost you guys a lot of money. Now, you need to make sure that you use a good quality shopping cart on your website. Now, you also need to take time to make sure that it's functioning right. Okay, this is also another area that a website monitoring service can keep tabs on it for you. Again, so important. I mean, that could literally cost you thousands of dollars in sales if it's not working right. Number 8, load speed. Okay, this is super important to keep track of the time that it takes for your website to load on the different devices. Okay, you might have a lot of graphics or images on your site that cause it to load slower. Now you'll need to test load time on your own machine, and keep in mind that not everyone who will visit will have a good download speed. Now in many cases, if a mobile user has trouble getting your site to load, they'll abort the process and then click away to something else that'll load much faster. Okay, so again, these are some tips that are so important. Number 9 is server speed. Now for most of the modern world, server speed shouldn't really be an issue. However, there are plenty of other countries that have significant issues with their internet speed. Now the issues may not be the individual's machine or even the website itself. It may end up being the hosting servers. Okay, now by working with your hosting company, you can find out what the issue is and get it corrected. So number 10, server accessibility. Nearly every host is going to tell you that they offer, you guys have seen it, the 99% to 100% accessibility. Now, though they may boast that, that kind of accessibility, the internet backbone where they're located may not support that kind of quality. Now, if your site experiences issues with speed or connectivity, you should try and resolve it with your hosting company. Now, this is another area that you can work on with a web monitoring service. Now, running an online business can seem like a lot of work sometimes. If you set yourself up with the right statistical information coming in about your website, it will go a long way toward helping you being able to tweak changes and just being useful. So keep in mind that the more you know about your website, the easier it's going to be to optimize its strengths. So thanks for watching. I'm Money Mike. We'll see you next time.